Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Trailer Talk. It's Xbox One launch day, and tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time, we're going to be kicking off the new Xbox generation at Chris Davis's. We're all going to be over there checking out sweet new Xbox One video games. And we're going to be playing all night long like last weekend with the PS4, except this time we're going to be doing cool games that you're going to see in this trailer here. But again, it's Trailer Talk, so before you do anything else, give me a thumbs up. All right. Thanks, buddy. And leave a comment below about what you thought about these games or games you'd like to see in Trailer Talk or something like that. Anyways, let's get started. Again, we're going to be playing these games, or most of these games, tonight at 4pp.tv. So definitely watch 7 p.m. Central Time. First trailer is for Dead Rising 3, which looks pretty good. It's probably the highlight of the Xbox One launch in terms of exclusives. It's the same guys who made Dead Rising 2, which was pretty solid. I'm not a huge fan of the series. I didn't finish the first one or the second one, but yeah, this one looks pretty cool. The unfortunate thing is there's not a lot of good Dead Rising 3 trailers. They're all like cinematics, or they feature story stuff a little bit too much, and unfortunately that's kind of the more serious looking stuff that they've shown. But if you track down like gameplay footage, that you'll see some of the zanier, crazier shit that Dead Rising is known for. This is the kind of shit that had me worried about this game early on. But check out some gameplay, because there's crazy shit. Like you can drive one fucking vehicle just next to another one, like drive it up against it, get out of your car, and like combine the two to make like crazy super vehicles. It's insane and silly, like Dead Rising should be. And yeah, I don't know. Like, see, like that was a, check that out. Fucking.
Taking my friends.
Look at that. That's a steamroller motorcycle, which again you literally make by driving a motorcycle next to a steamroller and hitting a button, and which is cool because that's one of the things that is nice about this one is they streamlined a lot of the things. Remember in Dead Rising 2 you had to like take the two different items to a workshop to combine them. Now you can just do it anywhere, which is cool. You know, it makes for a more fun game. They also took off the time limit that was in the first two games, and I know some people liked that, but a lot of people never finished those games because
only on Xbox One.
You know, that stuff was very demanding, and it's nice to see that, you know, they kind of are thinking about some of the people that didn't like that stuff from before, and that mode, that timed mode, is still in there, Nightmare mode, if you want to play it that way. So yeah, it looks pretty fun. You know, it's been getting pretty solid reviews. So it's also going to be the first game I think that we start with when we crack open that Xbox One later tonight. So definitely show up for that. This next game is first of all, wow, from Double Helix. If you want to laugh, go check out Double Helix's track record, because there's a lot of stinkers in there, like a lot of licensed games, like the G.I. Joe game and the Green Lantern game, and just some rough shit, man. Like I said, they don't have the greatest. Front Mission Evolved. Ugh. But apparently, this new Killer Instinct is all right. That's what people are saying. And the new Strider game looks okay, right? So maybe they're turning things around, and Double Helix has a promising future. I don't know. I played some Killer Instinct back in the day, man. I mained Fulgore, and I played an Orchid. I used to use Orchid a lot because she was sexy, and I was a young tyke. I remember in Versus mode, you could choose the color of her outfit, and I'd always pick yellow because it made her look nude. Sometimes I pick orange because that would make her look nude too, and I'd have internal debates as to which one made her boobs look the most naked. I don't know. And she had that sweet fatality where she would flash the opponent. You couldn't see, but she flashed the opponent, and her opponent's eyes would bulge out of their head, and they would die because they saw boobs for the first time, I guess. I don't know what's up with that. But hey, I don't know. The game was fun. I was a kid. It's kind of like a Mortal Kombat with crazier creatures. Not exactly, you know, your more technical Capcom or Namco developed fighting game, but I don't know. The only thing weird about this one is that it's kind of like a free-to-play game. Like, you can download the game for free and you get Jago or something like that, and then you have to buy the other characters, or you can pay $20 to get all the characters. but I've heard it's okay. But just don't go expecting like a kind of a full-blown fighting game, because from what I hear, it doesn't really have like a story mode or an arcade mode. It's mostly just versus online matches, and I think like survival mode and stuff. Maybe like a practice mode. But we're gonna be playing it tonight, and even mediocre fighting games can be fun when you play with other people. So we'll probably be having a lot of fun tonight. So show up and bet on matches. I'll be using my orchid lady, who doesn't look as tantalizing this time around. I don't know. And this next game is a huge bummer because it's been getting terrible reviews. But I gotta be honest, you can't really blame it. It started out as a fucking Kinect game. And like another game you might see later in this trailer, when games started out as Kinect games, maybe they're I don't know. So this is a rail shooter. It's made by the creator of Panzer Dragoon, and it looks a lot like Panzer Dragoon. And Panzer Dragoon's cool, but you know what? I hear this game has problems. Like, now that they removed the Kinect functionality, they added in all this microtransaction bullshit, and you have to replay levels and grind to be able to unlock new levels. And Child of Eden was a pretty decent rail shooter in terms of mechanics, but it had some of that same bullshit where you had to replay levels to unlock later levels. And rail shooters have never traditionally been that long of games, and I feel like modern, maybe like publishers, just have a hard time coming to grip with the fact that some games just aren't 20 hours long. Sometimes they're really short, and so that they come up with ways of forcing the player to replay stuff, and that's kind of not why these games are cool. The other thing I think that's a bummer is that it was a Kinect game for the 360. Kinect games didn't look great. 360 games are last generation now, you know? A lot of what made rail shooters cool is the visual spectacle. Because it's on rails, you can do crazy things with the visuals that you can't do in a game that's, you know, more systems driven, where you're walking around and interacting with stuff. But because of that visual flair is gone, because hey, it was a 360 game on Kinect, a lot of people are kind of dogging the graphics, which you know, kind of sucks. But then again, it's a rail shooter. Rail shooters are supposed to have that visual spectacle, so it's just a real fucking bummer. I don't know, man. This is one of the few games that I was gonna regret not being able to play because I'm not getting an Xbox One, at least not any time in the near future at all. So it's sort of it's sad because I wish this was better. It's sad because I love the creator. He also made Phantom Dust, which I love. But then again, I guess it's a little bit of a relief because now I don't have to be so regretful of choosing PS4 over Xbox. I don't know. It just kind of sucks in general. But hey, Crimson Dragon. Fucking Kinect. See, Kinect is the root of all evil. I'm just kidding. Well, maybe it was last generation. All right, I'll stop. Hey, guess what? It's another game that started out as a Kinect game for the 360. And guess what? It's also getting pretty shit reviews. I don't know. I guess this one's a bummer too, because this is kind of Microsoft's big first-party title that they've been pimping. Is it first party? I mean, it's Crytek. I don't know. It's one of their big exclusives that they've been pimping. And visually, I hear it's stunning, but from what I understand, the combat is repetitive. It's overly simplified, and it's very quick time event heavy. Quick time events that you don't even have to succeed at to progress. You just, if doing good at quick time events, you get like experience. There's certain types of experience or something like that. Sounds like a little bit of a shit show. We're not going to be playing this tonight because no one was willing to purchase the game, but we are renting it, so we will be playing this in the future on the feed. It's just, you know, games that start out as Kinect games, let me pause here, okay? When a game starts out as a Kinect game, it's usually a shorter experience that relies on the gimmick of Kinect. That's why most Kinect games just aren't very long. So, sure enough, Crimson Dragon and this game are about 5 hours in length for the campaign. Because, you know, that's an appropriate length for a Kinect game. But when you remove the Kinect functionality and you make it like a regular game, or at least, you know, you tell people that and say, hey, this is a real game, man. It's a real fucking game. You know, you start to see, well, maybe a lot of Kinect games relied a little bit too much on that gimmick, and when you start to see them for their true colors, it's like, hey, this isn't very good, man.
You have to go.
But hey, I don't know. This is all speculation. Maybe I could play this in one day and I have a lot of fun with it. But for now, I'll stick to Shadow of Rome. Have you played Shadow of Rome? That game is fucking sweet. It's kind of like this, but, you know, it's sweeter. Look it up. Made by the guys that made Onimusha.
Fight for your legion.
Or go watch the HBO show Rome. That's a good show, man. Should have lasted more than a couple seasons. Or play Rise. Fuck it. I don't know. But you know, and I'm really not trying to shit all over Xbox or anything. I mean, just the sad reality is that the launch of these two systems, the PS4 and the Xbox, the first party launch titles are just kind of not the way to go from what I understand. Knack was a bit of a shit show. Killzone underwhelmed. It sounds like the true winners here for launch titles are the third party stuff, like your Assassin's Creed, your Battlefields, like Need for Speed and NBA fucking 2K. You know, that those are the games that are getting great reviews that people are saying buy. So maybe, you know, it's okay to stand up for your console a little bit, but maybe just don't tell people that you're not going to play Rise or Knack, because maybe it's just not worth it. I don't know. Anyways, that's it for Trailer Talk. Make sure you watch tonight. It's going to be fun and exciting. Again, I'm going to be Orchid. It's going to be hot. Definitely show up for that. Please give me a thumbs up if you like Trailer Talk. Please spread the word. Tell your friend. You know, your friend who's like who's into Call of Duty, and maybe he plays Madden, and maybe he even plays the occasional Final Fantasy, but doesn't know about some of the fringier games that are actually kind of sweet. Just say, hey man, just watch Trailer Talks once a week. You'll learn some shit. Even though I haven't really been playing. I mean, I haven't really been showing the more obscure stuff the last couple weeks, but hey, that's because it's been launch weeks. But don't worry, next week we'll get back to the crazier stuff, maybe some of the stuff that you've not heard of, stuff that gets me excited about Trailer Talk. Anyways, goodbye. I love you. Please comment below. Please tell me a trailer you would like to see. Please comment below. You know, I hate Google Plus too. That bullshit they've been shoving down our throats. But hey, man, I still want to hear what you have to say. Please. Bye. Thumbs up, bro.